if you if you fall, you gonna get right back up. You gotta treat the rap like that.
Yeah.
Down for me to go.
Yo, just record this shit, bro.
It's down for me. I know.
This shit is so hard. Oh my god.
You record that?
Go.
This is smash.
He said this is smash. I said this is smash. Oh, okay. Real fast. I ain't sending the tabs. I ain't spinning the tab. Better get in the cab.
Fucking what's going on? Welcome to the Game Changers podcast. Our first episode. Super excited for this one. And I want to get straight into the episode because I want to keep it brief. I want to keep it short. Joined here today with my beautiful partner, Tony. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Sure, hon. So I briefly just want to touch on what we're trying to achieve. What is Game Changers podcast? First and foremost, Game Changers is short for G's because that's what we are. But the platform that we are trying to create here is for industries, whether it's trade, whatever type of business you're into, entrepreneurship, health, well-being, fitness, the whole thing, the whole platform that entails you to self-development and become your best. This is the platform that we are trying to create. And we want to create it so anyone can connect to the people we get on. We've got a long list of people coming homies, who are absolute killers. So we're super, super excited for people to tune in, learn some gems, put them into your inventory for whatever you're doing, and go out and make a killing in life. So that's what the Game Changers podcast is about. We're all about bringing out the best out of people, learning about people in different industries, to help people who, look, if you're looking to start a business or you're looking to get into business, you can jump on this platform, look up who's teaching, take the gems away, bang, full-blown millionaire, okay? So as I said, I'm joined here with my beautiful partner, Tony. We run multiple businesses that go under the umbrella of Atlas Restoration, as you can tell by the hat, what? So that's our industry, and we have a few different areas that we actually stem from within Atlas Restoration. So our main structure or main business within Atlas Restoration is the roofing, so roof tiles, roof plumbing. I'm a certified roof plumbing G, so that's the industry that we mainly are made out of. Then we also have the cleaning services, holiday homes, Airbnbs, all that, and then interior and exterior painting. So I want to throw it over to my beautiful partner so you guys get to know her, and then we'll get into the meat of business, what we have planned for you guys today, and everything in between. So, my honey, introduce yourself, please.
I'm Tony, the backbone of the business.
Yep. The brains.
The brains. I have 3 children.
Yes, we do.
I'm a mama.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll be touching on that as well, is business and family.
Yeah.
Because that is also like the main reason, of Game Changers is like how we incorporate our family life into business life.
Yeah. And this one thing, one of the main things we want to touch on today is running a business and also having family, kids. Mate, it's a different lifestyle. It's completely different lifestyle. Like running a business it's a lifestyle in itself.
It's like a league on its own. It's a road on its own.
Yeah, and then when you back it up with having kids on top, and then also, your relationship, and then the whole family aspect, it's, for a lot of people, it can get really hard, can get really hard incorporating those two together, balance, stuff like that. I need time for the kids, I need time for the business.
Time for yourself.
Time for yourself, time for each other.
Yeah.
So it's a never-ending story. So how long have we been running this business for? About 8 years now?
Atlas itself, Atlas started 2017.
2017, yeah. Yeah, it was 2017.
Yeah.
I was 22. 22, so it's about 8 years now.
Yeah, going on 8 years.
Yeah, I'm 28, turning 29, so I'm still a young G. But, mate, like, before we get into the business, 8 years isn't a long time, right? But so much can happen within 8 years of business. Like, we got together, pretty much started the business straight away. We had our first child on his way, 1-2 years into starting the business or into our relationship.
2 years.
Yeah, and then it's just been that business, kid, business, kid,
Also
business, kid.
house.
Oh, buy a house, sell the house, buy a house, now that you've got more kids, you've got to get a bigger home. You know, it's a never ending story, and that's kind of what we've been doing for the last 8 years. You know, so where the Atlas Restoration began, go back to 2017. Pretty much as soon as we got together, we met through church. She saw my dance moves and didn't want to let me go, so I snagged that one for the baby. So
Actually, it wasn't because of your dance moves.
oh, wasn't it? Oh, damn.
No, it was because you had a soft, caring heart.
Yeah.
He was a gentle soul.
Yeah.
Not so much no more.
Oh, come on. You know,
I mean, like, no.
8 years of business, 3 kids.
No. You were like so soft. Now you've got like staunchness too. But that's what happens when you have a business. Like
Yeah.
we'll get into that. But like you cannot be soft.
Yeah.
You'll have clients walk all over you. You will just say yes, sir. How many?
Oh, dude,
You know?
clients.
Like you have to have a backbone. You have to be able to have some balls, I guess. And you got that. So
Yeah.
you're still soft in the right ways.
Yeah.
But you were so soft. It was really nice.
Yeah. So I sweeped her up, sealed it down. So go back 2017, started the business. We're going to quickly push through how we start because there's a lot of in-betweeners that led us to, obviously having different businesses within Atlas Restoration. Yeah, the boys. So 2017, I think I was 22, started the business. To be honest, why I started the business, I never really wanted to be a business owner. I was content I learnt my trade. I was like, look, I've got skills to go be a subcontractor. I've got skills to, kind of make a decent living without having to work for someone. So it was never, I wanted to do it just because I wanted to do business, right? So, well, what happened, I was working for a very, very large company. It was, look, to cut a story long story short, I could have retired here. Like I was on super good money. My hours I was gone, 6:30 in the morning. I was back home by 2:30 in the afternoon, so I literally had free time. I got paid good, full timer, as you know, these days it's pretty hard. You had my super, everything was going pay. Like in all under like an over
on paper,
yeah,
it's great.
I was like, why would you want to leave?
Yeah.
And I was only going to progress because I was so good at what I'd done. So, but I was just curious, man, because I was like working for this big company. They were earning big dollars because I was doing the jobs, and then I'm taking home a wage. And I'm just like, fuck, man, like I'm earning this guy's bank and I'm getting like my wage, which there's nothing wrong with earning a wage. Like if you can find a comfortable place and earn a good living and make a good life and provide for your family, then salute to you. But I just couldn't fathom how much money I was earning in a company when I was doing the work. So it was just in the back of my mind, and I just started doing a few cashies here and there. Just started doing some side jobs for friends, blah, blah, blah. Started earning some good cash in the pocket to the point where I was like earning cash, like, from my cashies. And I was earning more than my wage, and I was just like, hang on. Well, hang on. Something, if I could earn this, for like 2 days job and earn more than I work a week, then I'm just like, Anyway, so I started doing some few cashies, got a little bit consistent, made a little Facebook page, obviously not showing my face or anything like that. And anyway, so I got caught. One of the boys, not going to mention him, but actually shout out to him, not going to know your name because without him I probably wouldn't be here, to be honest.
You wouldn't have started because they wouldn't given you that push to make the decision.
Yeah.
Because you were given the ultimatum.
Yeah, I was.
You had to shut down your little side hustle you got going on.
Yeah.
And come back, and work full time with me, or you just leave.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what made you make the decision to leave?
Yeah. So, anyways, he full dobbed me in. Just said, nah, bro. Full dobbed me into the boss. And I remember on my last day, I'm going to the worst jobs I've ever been to with this company. Like one after the other. Now we're going past like finishing point. I'm just like, nah, bro, something's up. Got back to the factory. Boss like called me into the office with one of my best mates. Anyways, walked in there and then he's just like showed me, look, you're making a Facebook page. The guy who dobbed me in was saying, oh, you're stealing all their work, taking their clients. I'm sitting there like, no, I'm not. So boss was like, pretty much shut it down, or stay here. And I turned around and said, I'll think about it. And I think when I said that, he was like, hey, what?
Yeah, he was surprised.
Yeah, he was, because it was a good place, man. I was earning good money, and it's just like, even he was probably like, why is this guy walking away? Like, I'm doing all the, I was known as a finisher. So I would come behind finishing jobs, which was super easy because that's what I specialized in. Anyways, jumped in my car, drove home crying. No, I was actually full crying because I'm just like, this is my shot, little Eminem moment. I was like, this is, one opportunity. And I knew if I didn't quit then, I wasn't going to start this. There was no chance I was going to start this. I was just like, as time progresses and I earn more and more money, it was just going to become too hard. And then, I came home, and then we ended up going over to Port Ellington, where her family is, and I was just thinking about it, called the boss up, said, later, bow, and he was taken back. And then I had my manager call up. He's like, Jay, you don't have to do this. And I was just like, later, bow. One, what helped me get over the line is just like, I'm not going to work with someone who just backstabbed me, So from the get-go, I was like, nah, I'm not going back to that. So I was like, oh, well, let's get started. So I got started into business, no tools, little bit of money. My first job into Atlas Restoration broke me. Do you remember? We done a roof replacement. Me and my brother, who was 14 at the time, so it was just me. Was
that in Mornington?
Yeah. So we replaced the roof.
Commercial building.
Yeah, we replaced the roof. So you got to understand, it's me just having a good crack. My brother at the time, he's 14. Alex, shout out to the bro. And I'm just like, gee, quit school. I got us sorted, First job, I'm like, fuck, you might have to go back to school. Fuck this, I'm not doing this, So,
but I just remember, like, you just winged so much at the start, like, just to get through, like, you know what I mean? Like, even to do that first job, how you did that
yeah.
was, I don't even know how you did that.
Yeah, neither do I, because it's just like, it was a full roof replacement, 2 stories high, like it was just me and my 14-year-old brother, and I'm full like, nah, trying to promise the bro, like, nah, this is going to take off. And then I'm like, everything's just going so wrong. I'm sitting there on site just like, what have I done, So, yeah, so first job, had my 14-year-old brother on site, and it was the worst. Nothing went according to plan. We screwed through a few gas pipes, and this is a full restaurant, like full 9 restaurant, and we shut down all the air conditioning, and this is peak summer. I went and spent money on a boom lift to get all our roof sheets up. Didn't even reach the roof, so I literally had to sneak back at like 3 a.m. with my brother, and we literally have to lug like a whole roof, like walk him up the ladder and stuff. And it broke me, man. Like my first job, it was kind of you had that moment where it's just like, fuck, what the fuck am I doing, man? Like, what have I done? Like I could have been earning. Look, 2 weeks have gone past. I haven't gotten any money. I could have earned 2 wages, and all that doubt starts to really seep in. And I'm coming home, and I'm even like to her, like, fuck, bro, like fuck this, you know what I mean? Like I was ready to give up, to the point like, yeah, stuff was going wrong. We tapped into the wrong pipes and stuff like that, and the actual restaurant itself like was at a point where it's not able to operate. And I was just like, oh man, are we gonna have to cover their costs for loss of business? So I was full stressing out, but we sucked that up and we stuck with it. I was just like, stuff it. It is what it is. I knew it wasn't going to be this easy, and I'm glad my first, proper job was this hard, because I reckon if it was really easy, for like a good year, and then I had a hard job, I would have been like, nah, stuff this. Yeah. Everything's going easy, So we've had it really hard, and we've progressed in life, and 8 years later, we're still continuing to do our businesses.
I think like that's a testament to a business owner, or a good business owner, is there are going to be hard times, and most of the time it is hard until the business like runs on its own and you can take a step back. But like when you're in the forefront, if you can get through the hard times, you literally just have to push through. If you can get through it, you'll be all good. Yeah. You just can't give up.
Yeah. And one thing I want to quickly touch on as we continue to progress through this story is everything starts from the leader, man. So going back to that job that was just going completely wrong, I had my brother who was 14, so he was just like, you know, didn't. He was just kind of there. He was just like a helping hand. But I still wouldn't show him that I'm going through a tough time. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be on site like, fuck this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to defeat his morale, you know? Then he's going to be like, what am I even here for? You know what I mean? Like I would say even like with your businesses that we'll get into, like the cleaning side is just like the leader, the top, the head of whatever you're leading has to be strong, man, at all times. You know, there's going to be hiccups. There's going to be stuff ups. You know, there's going to be callbacks. There's going to be that client who just, you're all in the wrong. You're all in the right. They're all in the wrong, but you still got to be able to hold yourself and be, you know, professional about it. And that's why I want to touch on quickly is self-development, man. In anything you do, like if you are in the industry or if you're about to get into any sort of business or you're about to get it, you are a part of or doing your business, man, is work on yourself. That's the number one key, man, is work on yourself, because you are the reflection of your business. You are the reflection of where your business is going, how it is moving, how it's operating. It all stems from you. If you're in a bad place, look at your business. It's probably in the bad place as well. You know what I mean? So, so we progressed. We had our first son. He was on the way. We bought our first home. Business kept going. I would say was going really good. We even hit COVID. You know, COVID was our
busiest year.
Was our busiest year.
Is actually when Atlas Restoration
really took off.
Was
during COVID.
Yes, like as much as every other business was closing down, we were doing the opposite, and it was because everyone was literally home and going, and everyone could get all this money, take out some super.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, let's just do this to our house. Oh, we've got a leak there, like because they were home.
Yeah.
Like, people weren't working.
And they're getting incentives from the government, and people who had the money, and
so that's literally when it started.
Yeah, and we were just like, mate, I didn't care about no restrictions, bro. Like me and my boys, we worked through. Dan Andrews was like, oh, we're gonna lock you down. I was like, fucking no, you're not, son. You know. So people are calling up like, are you guys operating? I'm like, yeah. What do you want done? Oh, we just want our roof painted. I was like, yeah. Even though it's
there's a leak. Emergency.
I'll just say if people pull us up, I'm like, nah, it's an emergency call out, blah blah blah. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. But yeah, like I just capitalize on people are home. The phones were calling, the phones were ringing, people wanting to get quotes, and I was just like, yeah, man. We found a way to be able to quote, so had to rock up for masks, blah blah blah, and all that shit. You know, but we still got it done, and COVID like literally blew us up. I would say we blew up too good, because what happened is, this is part of the business, like struggles or stuff you go through. We blew up so quick that within the space of when my first son arrived, I had job coming through. You know, during COVID, we were getting jobs accepting. People were coming through. The cash flow was getting bigger and bigger. I picked up a big job in Phillip Island. There was like, you know, $100,000 job, which is a lot for someone who's just starting out. So I had all this cash flow going in. I got our first factory, rented our first factory. I was buying, you know, more utes, all outright, you know. So I was just buying these utes, had all this work coming in. I was just hiring people, full time, like on the books, everything. Got to like 10, I think 12 guys, including myself, all on the books, and we were just going. Everything was going good. Like the cash flow was going in. I was like, bro, what do you mean business is hard? Like we're full cracked it, man. You know, and then what happened? Winter hit. Melbourne's
winter
we had
in 2021, the worst winter we've
had.
The
worst, yeah. It rained all year, man. Like we went into summer raining.
Yeah. It just rained that much. Like it was just, it was ridiculous, but it was known as one of the worst winters.
Yeah.
And what that means for a roofing business is obviously we're weather dependent.
Yep.
So you can't really finish jobs.
No. For our roofing industry, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really finish jobs because you can't really spray, or like, you know, the cement drip, whatever it's called. Drip.
The pointing.
Pointing.
Cement drip. Yeah.
What is it called? What happens when it gets wet? It leaks.
Oh, it washed out. Yeah. So like if we were painting jobs, like, yeah, man, like it was just bad. Like not only like, but when the sun would come out, it would be like 5 degrees.
Yes.
So we still couldn't, you know, spray jobs or,
because the roofs weren't also like
drying.
Yeah. By the time they dry, it's like time to go home.
Yeah.
You know, or So it was the worst year, and therefore cash flow was not happening.
Man,
And
Oh man.
that was a whole another challenge on its own because
Yeah.
then the whole business structure had to change.
So I've never seen our account zero out so quick during winter. So we had accumulated, we had money coming in, like I could run the business, blah, blah, blah. And then, that winter came and it just, oh, mate. Woo, even just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I had all these guys. We couldn't get any jobs done at all. Like when I mean no jobs done, nothing was getting done. Like, so we're doing little repairs, to help compensate for things, but nothing was getting done. So the accounts just started going zero, 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 zero.
Because we're still like our living is still based on the
Our own
business.
living.
Our own living, like our own mortgage.
Yeah, wages.
Like wages you still pay people,
Yep.
even though you can't get jobs done. None of that stops.
Yeah.
If there's like a business loan.
The bill ticks over every week.
Yeah.
Mm.
Factory rent, like it doesn't. Your expenses don't stop.
Yeah, and then and they didn't stop. And now I had all these guys, right? Every week I have to pay them. So I might have like 30 grand. Oh, no, not 30 grand. Oh yeah, maybe like 15 grand in overheads plus wages each week. But we weren't bringing in that amount of money because the weather was so rubbish. So counts went zero. Personal savings started dropping. Blah, blah, blah. And then even for myself personally, what settled in? Oh, the pressures of life, the stress, the stress, of business started really seeping in. Couldn't pay this. Accounts owing on materials are starting to, accumulate. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Not only that, we're getting callback after callback after callback because we're trying to finish jobs, but we know we shouldn't be spraying that job today, but the sun's out, but it's 2 degrees, but we need money. Send the boys, So we're getting callback after callback after callback. And then what starts going wrong in between all this is I'm now finding out that I don't even have guys who really want to be a part of this business. I don't even have guys here who are even putting their best foot forward on site. I'm hearing stories of guys going to the job sites because it's a little bit raining, not even doing like anything to set up a job, sleeping in the car, watching Netflix, you know what I mean? I'm just like, and I'm having to pay these guys, So I feel like when that winter period came, personally for myself, it was a huge like shock to the system because like, okay, we were just blowing up like this and now we're literally about to lose everything, And what happens is the pressures of life for me as a business owner starts affecting my family life, starts reflecting back in our relationship. Kids, I'm not home because I'm trying to get out here and make this work. And yeah, it was a bad period. Hit my lowest points in life. You would know, huh? Like from your perspective, like what was it like?
Yes, it was definitely your worst part. Like you were at your lowest, and as a family, we had just pretty much as when Amara came in, we brought Amara into the world.
Yeah.
So that's 2 kids, and like family life, business life. This is a lot, and when the provider or
The man
of the house is not there, not like even mentally not there or physically not even present with the kids. Like, I did feel like a single mum at a point, but what it took is, this is the thing with business. It's like if one's falling down, it's like you've got to be there to support them, and that's what I had to do. It's like, yes, I was holding the weight at home with the family and with the kids, but I still had to keep like trying to be positive or like, help you to help yourself kind of thing because you were in such a dark place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it, and like now you're better for it. But it's hard. Introducing family life with business is hard, especially at the start of business.
Yeah, and especially when business goes wrong, it can be very hard on the family, and which it was, man. Like I remember, like I say to Tony now, like I don't even remember like my daughter's first newborn era to maybe her first, when she turned 1.
It's like a blur.
Yeah, to me it's a bit of a blur because like that's how much business can, like when it comes to pressure, stress, and you can literally, like, to me, it's just like it doesn't exist in my mind. I can't even remember it, you know? We've just had our third, and I'm sitting there holding him, and I'm just like, bro, I don't remember doing this with my daughter, you know? I remember doing it with our first son because he was so needy. Like, the bro wouldn't fucking sleep, man. Like, he was that baby, like, when everyone was like, oh, say goodbye to sleep, like, he was like, he ramped it up like 100 times, man. He was just like, sleep, none of that.
None of that. He's not sleeping at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, you know, a big part of business and now what we've learned is like you have to prioritize. Like work's work. I get it. Like I get it. Business brings in the money, but family is also so important, and it needs to be a priority as much as it is running your business. You know what I mean? It's just like making a balance. It's like setting yourself even structured times. And for us, like obviously there's not for everybody, but like God was a big part
in our life.
Is a big part in our life.
Yep.
And especially through the hard times, it's like we had to trust God that you need to like finish at 5 o'clock, or you know, you need to finish at this time because God's going to have the rest, because your family also needs you. You know?
And I really want to connect with, you know, the men or women who are holding it down for their families and trying to run a business. Like, I get it, man. I know how hard it is, you know. You want to, like, all men just want, you know, well, most men, they just want what's best for their family. And as a man, you're just kind of built up or brought up trying to be, no, I'm the provider. I have to go to work. I have to make the money. I have to do this, which is entirely true. I mean, it's 2024. Fucking women are earning more money than us. So, you know what I mean? But that's just how a lot of men are. A lot of men, especially in the trade industry, they're just trying to do best for their kids. They're just trying to do the best for their family, so they will work Monday to Sunday, you know. And some men, like, and I know because like I've brought up really old school, you know. My dad was a hard provider. Saw him on the weekends when he wasn't working, but you know, like he was out there trying to make an earning for our life, you know. So that's how I was kind of brought up, and that's kind of how I was, man. But the thing is, just like, you don't want to miss out on family as well. Your kids, your partner, the family life, going out and doing vacations, stuff like that. Doing all these nice things together as a family is so important, man, because once kids, as they progress in age, or even your relationship, as time goes on, because time is our greatest enemy, it doesn't stop ticking, you won't be able to get some of those moments back, you know. So take a rewind back to the business. Yep, was rubbish. Was in my worst place in life, to be honest, like depression, you know, suicidal thoughts, all that stuff. Relationship was kind of on the cactus side. Kids barely knew me. I'd come home like, kids, and my daughter would just be like, and my son would just be like, he's on the phone.
Oh, well, you got to do what you got to do as a mum, like when you're doing everything. And also, mind you, like I was still working from home with my other company.
Yeah.
Plus
our business.
Plus the business, like I was doing all the, you know, the invoicing, the quotes, and answering phone calls where I could and things like that. So like that, sometimes I had to get the phone, you know, and it's okay. As mums, we do what we got to do.
Yeah. I get it. Like, she was a single mother, just with a partner,
but
you know.
Also, like, you know, not only you got business and family, like bringing a kid into the world is a whole other adjustment.
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
With the relationship as well. Like, do you mean like our relationship changes because the kid's now there? You know, we've got to learn to share each other, share our time with the kids. Like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Like, whenever we want to have time to ourselves, we're usually just too tired. Like, we put the kids down to sleep. We go to sit down and have a talk, and we're just sitting there yawning. You know, I'm just like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow, mate. You know, so, but yeah, what I was touching on is I felt like within the darkest times of running a business and, you know, kind of being at the lowest point for myself personally in life, our relationship was, on the cactus side. My connection with my kids wasn't there. Even when I would be home, you know, be like, no, I'm not going to work this weekend. I'd be sitting down with my family, just wouldn't stop thinking about fucking business, man. Just thinking about, fuck, that client, oh, this, oh, that. And then, you know, one of my kids would have a disagreement, and I'll just blow up, be like, bro, you don't fucking know the fucking, you know. So in those times, lowest points in life, man. But you know what it is? Would I go back and change it? No, I fucking wouldn't, man. Because in those lowest times, I found myself, you know. It showed me, like, I got to a point where the business was cactus. Like I was living in the factory, right?
Yeah.
We had a blown argument, blah blah blah. You know, as like it is what it is. And I'm sitting in the factory. I'm just like, fuck this, man. I need a change, bro. You know, because everything around you is just falling down. The business is going to rubbish. Your guys are backstabbing you. Friends are backstabbing you. Your relationships, you know, because of all these other pressures, is just going crap. I'm not even spending time with my kids. And I just said, nah, fuck this, man. I'm changing this, bro. You know, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to, you know, I was thinking like, I'm going to shut this business down, you know, shut this business down. Go back to working for someone, you know. Once again, doubt creep back into the mind. I said, nah, what needs to change? And then I got onto a guy called Jesse Wynyard. Shout out to the bro if you ever watched this. And his partner, Sakula. They came up on my Facebook and they were talking about breathwork, self-development. And I was just like, what the fuck is breathwork, bro? Like, I breathe air every day. Like, what is this? What is self-development, you know? Because at this time, I had never looked into taking care of myself, you know? My mental health. I was just like, what the hell is this? Because I started business so early. I was still a kid. So I got into breath work and I was just like, well, what the heck is this? It was like I accessed a part of my brain that would tell me, bro, you need to do this to change. You need to do this to change, you know? Like I didn't have to go see a counselor. Like the body knows what it needs, man. And if you listen to what your body is telling you need, it's probably right, you know? And for me, I needed mental clarity, man. I needed to put things in my life to improve myself and make my life better, you know? And that's where I got into breath work. I started looking into a little bit of fitness and started really working on myself. And what happened when I started working on myself? The business started coming up. Just very small. We were still dealing with a lot of stuff, shit clients, the winter, you know? But what happened? The winter started to pass, you know? The winter started to pass and I started working on myself. So within this, because my wife's a full-blown G, whilst I'm developing on myself and, you know, trying to get this business started, she started a cleaning business. Because she obviously saw, mate, we need income because we were anticipating this was a normal winter, you know? It's going to be like this. Like we need to find some sort of income whilst we aren't getting income from the main business. So she started the cleaning business. And I want to throw it over to you, hun. And like, why did you start the cleaning business? And where did that kind of take you? Because on top of that, you're raising 2 kids. You know, like at this time, like I'm not asking her because I don't know, because I do know, but I really want her to explain to people who are listening the role she played and also helping me while I was fixing my shit and getting the main business back together. She goes ahead and starts a cleaning business, which we talked about, but to kind of help out, you know, on top of she's my bookkeeper, so spends all my money, you know. So, you know, does all the follow-ups and all the online stuff because I'm fucking... When it comes to email, mate, don't... Even recently I sent a report and she's like reading through it. She's like, where's the full stop? That doesn't even make sense. I'm just like, you take care of it. But yeah, we'll jump over to the cleaner side because that's where that came through, so...
Yeah, so basically, you know, there was no income coming through for the roofing side.
Pretty much nothing.
Yeah, like we knew we had jobs there that were going to be, you know, that eventually will be paid, but it's like we needed some sort of flow. Like, you know, we just needed something going on, like a weekly thing happening. So, yeah, I said, well, like, you know, we discussed this and we said, like, let's start a cleaning business.
Yeah, because she loves cleaning as well. Like that's
I love cleaning my home.
That's her. To be honest, that's her break. So
yeah, I just have to be in a clean space, like.
Yeah.
Wherever that is, it has to be a clean space.
Yep.
So I actually find a lot of enjoyment in cleaning. So I thought, you know, like let's start a business in cleaning, something that anybody can really start.
Yep.
I didn't have to go to school or get some sort of certificate somewhere. I can just start cleaning. I'm good at it. Naturally, it's what I do at home.
Overheads to run it was super low.
Yep.
Just products and
Yeah,
time.
everything was low. It's just obviously it's not going to be a big chunk of what the roofing side brings in, but it's going to be something, you know?
Yeah.
And yes, of course, on top of that, I am doing the kids and stuff. But at this point, they were going to daycare.
Yep.
Anyway, so I could start slowly. Like I was actually doing the cleans myself, obviously.
Yeah, which was a big thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm full like still working on myself. Like we're still together and stuff like that. But my focus is going on working on myself and building the business up. And like I'm not trying to G us up, but she's full rocking up in a Range Rover, full G'd out and cleaning people's houses, and like going to people's houses like we're doing, I don't want to say it. We're doing fucking India ice cleans and stuff like that, So, and she's rocking up full Range Rover, blacked out, full, looking like a G and cleaning houses, So, but at the same time, she doesn't really care about material things. So
Yeah. So when he's saying NDIS, it's more like we did a lot of like homes that for people who were disabled,
or needed attention. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they had, special needs or whatever. So, I was doing hoarders.
Cleaning around the shit. Like, no, just leave the shit there. That's for later. It's like,
like I had hoarders who, who had lots of animals in their house. And I was just like, fuck, what am I doing? Because mind you, like my background is also like corporate.
Yeah,
like,
corporate,
like
office,
management, like management, So for me to be cleaning like a hoarder's house, I'm like, what have I done to myself?
Yeah, and rocking up Range Rover, fucking, full, more, nice house, nice things, and she's just like doing her thing. But
yeah, but it's funny, like even with these, the thing is, these people were the most beautifulest people. Like they had the most beautifulest soul, and it made me like even just, maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Like maybe like it was a good like kind of like eye opener. Like these people like are so grateful.
They are, yeah.
So thankful, like that I'm like cleaning their house as much possible. Like, but they were just grateful, and it was actually a good breakup. It was a good breakup from what I did, but no, I'd never go to a hoarder's house and clean again.
Yeah. She used to tell me stories, man. I'm just like, fuck. Thank you for helping, but fuck that.
Yeah. So anyway, but and I went through a lot, even to try and like find staff to like take over for me, because I would come home and still have to do the back end stuff. I still had to
pick the kids up.
Yeah.
Feed the kids, cook dinner,
But also like the work. I still had to work for the business. Like I had to do the quotes, I had to do the invoicing, I had to do the reconciling, I had to do the BAS, I had to do, like I had to do all the bookkeeping stuff. Plus my invoicing now, I'm doing now doing clean, so now I have to invoice. Like there was just still stuff that I was doing, so it was a lot. And and I never thought I'd be a business owner. It was never like my goal to be a business owner. But 100%, what I've come to realize is you have to do some sort of self-development on yourself if you become a business owner. Because your emotions, when you're dealing with people, dealing with clients, dealing with staff, can overtake.
Yeah, 100%.
If you don't have self-development, like people project their stuff on you. People's energy affects you. If you are not strong within yourself, or see things for what it is, or see things coming at you, like you'll just crumble.
Yeah. Because self-development, like what I was saying before, is just like your business will go the route that you personally are taking,
and it won't last.
Yeah. So
like if you're on that.
Yeah, and I've seen like I've worked for some companies, man, and I've seen some potentially huge businesses go under because the leader, couldn't get himself together. Would just, no, this is too hard. Fuck this, I'm out. Nah, I'm not dealing with this client. Oh, I heard one of my bosses fucking try punch on with a client, and I'm sitting there like, oh, what the fuck, And had these businesses I used to work for had the potential to be great, man. Had the potential, fucking see ya, to do great things. But themselves, their own personal, they had their business fail. It was because they couldn't overcome things, improve themselves on different things like dealing with clients and stuff like that to bring the best out of their business that they're trying to run.
Yeah, so self-development, is a big part of what I learned early on in the early stages. Like because I had to hire someone and, well, anyway, that's another story.
But what happened was we, whilst I was heavily into self-development. I found myself like quite quickly. And then when she was going into business, I was able to the business was going at a good pace. I realized that I had guys working for me that just didn't want to be here. So I just went through, see us, bye, started getting, brought my team down like to what? 3 of us? Brought it down to 3? Yeah. So I had like 10 to, I think it was 12, man. And I just cut it all down to 3 of us, you know?
Yeah.
Just 3 people, me, myself, no, not me and myself. 1 being myself, and just 2 people I knew I could trust, you know? So cut the team down, and that started fixing problems, you know? Then I started learning how to do business, learned about cash flow, learned about tax, because that was another thing we never learned is tax, right? Like you have tax for your jobs, your workers' tax, the GST, you know? So there was a lot of things we didn't even know, you know, like, because we blew up so quick. I was like, oh, bro, why would I need to learn about stuff? I'm acing it, you know? So I full got into learning about business, man, learning how to communicate. I started, you know, finding apps for my guys to communicate for our job orders, blah, 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 because back in the days, I'd write it down on a piece of paper, give it to the boys, see you later, you know? That was the only plan. There was no plan B, plan C, plan D. And yeah, so I had kind of reached a good point in my life. The business, the roofing side had kind of come back up. And then she got into the cleaning side, and we had a good conversation. And she's like, oh, I don't want to clean, you know, like I want to be more so a manager, which is what she's good at. So we started hiring people, you know, and because I had kind of gone for a shit run with shit guys, I was just like, nah, this is what we need to look for. This is how we need to do it. First girl we got was real promising. She ended up running it for a little while. Then this came up, that came up. She was trying to steal jobs. See you later, you know. But no, how? Because I had already dealt with dealing with workers, rubbish walking all over me, you know. But like for you, it was a different. You had never felt, you know, what it, like when your workers are trying to like walk all over you.
Yeah, because I'm someone like, if you fuck me over, I'll punch you in the fucking face.
Just straight shooter, man.
Like I don't take shit, and I mean I don't take shit even like, you know, as a business owner, not that you let people walk all over you, but I'm more like I'm ready to punch on.
Yeah, there is black or white.
Yes, and there's like
or red.
It's like professional or personal. I used to take everything very personally.
Yep.
And I couldn't act professional because I'm just like, fucking see you later, like, you know, and I'll come at you. But I had to be professional about it.
Yeah.
Which I learned from you.
Yeah. Because, I was the same too. Like, when I first started and someone would do me over, I'll be like, let's go, G. Let's punch on right now. And people are like, oh, like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the way to go.
Because
sometimes you need it.
Because it also, like, they could, like, ruin your brand for you. And
legals and...
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Social media is everything these days.
Yep.
So you could, if someone goes, like, you know, someone does a post, like, I'm looking for a cleaner on the peninsula, and you write, tag Atlas Cleaning Services, and then your ex-employee goes, don't hire them, they fucking did this to me, whatever. You know, like they could talk bad about you. And that's like, you know what I mean? So
There's a skill.
You can't be like that, which is what I learned through you. But like, that's what I mean? Like, it took even like your self-development to teach me as well. Like, I did my own with Jessie, but you know what I mean? Like, it took...
Shout out to Jessie.
But it took you to also, all the work that you had done, rub onto me. And it's like, you know, it's inspiring to see the change to then implement that into the business that I started. Yeah. And, you know, that's why I'm saying self-development is 100%. If you're going to be a business owner, like, you cannot not do self-development.
No,
like, you have to.
If you're not self-developing, I was like, if you're not self-developing, oh, mate...
Yeah.
You're either just super good at what you do, you know, or you don't have a family, you don't have kids, you know.
That's a big part. Is you have to, if you don't have other things going on and you can just focus on you and you're all good. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, us, like me especially, like, I wear so many hats. Yeah.
I was just about to talk on that. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
That's solid.
You know, I mean, like, I literally wear so many hats. I have to change from this person to this person to this person to this person, and you get overstimulated, you know, like a lot. So especially like when people don't realize, like, I I have to be on the roofing side, and then 1 minute I'm like, oh, now I'm on the cleaning side. Oh, and now I'm on the painting side. Oh, and in between that, I'm the mum, and
Yeah.
you know,
And then now I'm the partner. Now,
yes,
yeah.
and it's like so much stimulation in so many different areas
Yeah.
that
And we've just got a newborn,
yeah,
you know, so she's redoing the broken sleep again. So
yeah, like even that, like the broken sleep is a part of it. You know, it's a lot.
yeah, I don't know how you do it, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, he had his.
I had-
Last night he had one night. I mean, he does always help out, but last night he did a lot of broken sleep. Jara was just not sleeping. And
Yeah, my boy, he woke up, and then I woke up and I looked at him and he's like staring at me like this. And I'm like, fuck, this guy's awake, son, you know? And she's patting him, and like, I'm the type of person, like, once I'm up, bro, I'm up. So if I wake up at 1:30 and someone like,
talks to you.
yeah, or someone engages with me in any type of way, I'm up, bro. Like, I'm like, my body, I don't know, just like, must be business. It's
Yeah.
just like, all right, mate, let's have a coffee. I'm just like, fuck, it's 1:30, you know? So,
But yeah,
but yeah, like the lack of sleep, man. Like, we take our hat off to the ladies, you know, the mothers who do the early morning rises. You know, the broken sleep, because mate, I hate that
the
stuff.
last ones to go to bed.
Last ones to go, yeah, bro. And she will. You'll literally be the last one to go to bed. Like, we'll get all the kids. Like, I'm full evolve, you know, big G, you know. So I'm full getting the kids ready, put them to sleep, blah blah blah. Help clean the house, you know, while she puts our newborn to sleep. And then I'm going straight to bed, and then I'll wake up like 10 o'clock, and then she's coming in. I'm just like, bro, you know, because. Yeah, I get it. Like, as mothers, man, like, you guys, yeah, go to bed last.
Like the household stuff, like the washing, like
Yeah,
the dinner for the next night or lunches for the next day. Like, you know, there's a lot to think about,
Yeah.
not just business or just being the mum. Like, there's the in-betweens,
Yeah.
you know? And, yeah, so, you know, it's important to do the self-development. And it doesn't have to be like all the time.
yeah,
It's like, you know, I mean, for me, it's not all the time. As in, I don't
no,
sit down and do a course every week. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But it's important to do that so you can recognize these things because, you know, also a big part is like energy. Like I'm a big energy
yeah.
person.
Big on energies.
Yes. If you're,
Energies like this, you ain't coming near us.
yeah, I can't.
Which
yeah.
everyone, like, to be honest, like, my advice is everyone should be like that, you know? If you start getting into business, man, there's energies are everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the type of people that you let come into your life, the type of just anything that will disrupt how you feel or how you operate or anything like that, like, man, just fucking get rid of it, you know? Like, that's something we've learned over time that we're just like, man, we should have done this.
Yes.
You know, we should have kept this, like,
I think
this is our boundary, don't go near it. you know?
Yes, but like this is even the reason why you're doing game changes is because we've gone through the hard yards.
Yep.
We've learned it all now.
Yep,
If someone had told us this then,
yep.
we probably wouldn't have like 5 years of just like
No,
of hard yards. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and that's why like even for this, it's like it's an avenue, it's a platform to ask questions
yeah,
because we've gone through the hard yards. Like if
Yep.
we had known what we know now, then we would have cured it back then. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like a
like-
lot of years wasted, but it's not. It's not a lot of years wasted. It's a lot of years of learning.
yeah, so, yeah, 100%. Like,
And if you're someone who is in the midst of running a business or wanting to start a business, like don't go through the hard yards. Just come and ask the question, you know?
Yeah.
Or ask for help or
Yeah.
whatever. If you know someone that's running a business, you can ask them.
bro, knowledge is power, man.
Then, yeah,
That's what I always think. Like, I would never go back and, you know, like, it is what it is. What's happened in the past, it's kind of made us who we are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and we're not some big time billionaires, bro, you know? Like, yeah, we got AMGs and fucking, you know, money in the bank. So, but, you know, like, we're not fucking billionaires, man, you know? Like, for me, I listen to podcasts every day because some weeks I'll be quoting all week, you know? So I just listen to podcasts and it is, bro. It's like, you know, Joe Rogan, all these other podcasts, you know, Frankie Lee, shout out to the Ray. But, you know, they are interviewing people who have already made it, bro, you know, who've already got the couple million in the pocket, you know,
Yeah,
who've already got this, you know, and that's great, man. Like, that's great. I love listening to that. I love learning about it. But the reason for this platform is to be able to bring people on that you can connect to and be like, nah, bro, like, I get it. I see where he's going from. I'm going through that, you know, like
like real life, like
Real
this
life,
is raw, raw information,
Yeah,
real
like,
life
this is-
stuff. Like
this
it ain't
is-
all roses and stuff. And everyone knows it's not roses to get
Yeah.
to the top
Yeah.
or to, you know,
Continue to build to the top.
yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is where it's a platform to speak about that. And,
Yeah.
and even like what Gem, like, you know, if someone else is going through the whole employment stage, but you take something as very personal rather than professional. Like, okay, I can take that gem
Yeah.
of like, oh, well, you need to self-develop to not make it personal.
Yeah, yeah.
Because for me, like, I'm someone who takes everything personally,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have known if I didn't do stuff. I would have kept doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what we want this platform to be, is that you guys can connect. You know, you can be like we're based in Mornington Peninsula, the greatest place on the planet. Well, that's my personal thing. We're based here in Tyab. We're actually in our factory. We've just transformed the upstairs boardroom into the G podcast. But like, you know, I want people to be able to be like, no, I can connect with this guy. No, I have a family too, bro. You know, I get it, G. Like, I get it. I'm not present with my family. I'm not present with my kids. You know, how can I change that? You know,
Yes,
how
or
can I
like-
change that?
Yeah. Or I do feel like a single mum because my partner's working so much.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
Not
Like,
anymore, but yeah.
no, but like someone might be at that point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where I was once at that point,
Yeah.
but we've come past that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So we can speak some wisdom
Yeah.
or some knowledge
Yeah.
because we've been through it.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes.
Yeah.
Back to the cleaning.
Yep. Your girls. So
Yeah.
you got your girls.
I got my girls now, but the thing is, I always knew we weren't going to stop. We weren't going to be domestic cleaners. I didn't want it to be. I didn't
Yeah,
want
that's
I
what we
didn't,
started in,
I didn't
yeah.
want the business to be just domestic cleaning. I wanted Airbnbs.
And that was the vision nearly from the get-go as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the vision from the get-go. I wanted Airbnbs. I wanted holiday homes. Really wanted to stay minimal domestic.
Yeah.
And we got that. And that was
By
true.
way of you, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you
I just put, like, this is the other thing. It's called cold, like, you know, like cold sales. But this is like, I was just looking for property
property groups.
property groups all over, property managers all over the peninsula. And I
Yep.
just messaged them, emailed them directly.
Yeah.
Said like, oh,
yeah,
you know,
we're
we're
just flicking emails
I
out
just
to
flicking
property
emails
groups.
rather than like, you know, I don't know. I just was like, hey, we're a cleaning service on Mornington Peninsula. If you ever need cleaners, this is our details.
Yep.
And that's literally, they kept me on file.
Yep.
And a few months later, they got back and said, hey,
Yep.
we want you.
Dropped us, what, 10 houses?
Yeah,
Straight
10
away?
houses straight away.
And this was a huge jump, man. I think this is where we were like, at the start, you were just kind of running it on the side, you know, like it was just a little bit of extra income coming in. But I think once you picked up these big homes, man, like one of the homes they clean is like 30 homes. 30 homes, 30 rooms. It's about 30 rooms,
30 beds.
It's called
yeah.
the hotel, and it's someone's house. I'm just like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah.
When she started picking like these property groups up, and it was a numerous amount of property groups you picked up, and we started getting homes, and you know, and then we were like, damn, we need more people. Like we're onto something. Because I always thought it was just gonna, you know, it was just a little side hustle for you to earn some money. But then we're getting all these big homes, and she's sending off invoices. I'm like, damn, that's some big money coming in, you know, and then she'd get paid. I'm just like, got to a point, like, I'm like, she's earning more money than me, you know? Like, I was just like, but as soon as we knew that yours was taking off, because of kind of my shit experience I had with the business, we were like, okay, sweet, let's go, let's do this proper. And then what we did is we just mixed it all in together, learned what I had learned from my business, we incorporated into her. Even when it came to hiring girls, we were very like, this is how we run things, this is how things are done, blah, blah, blah. And she hasn't touched a cloth unless it's at home in over a year now, you know? So, you've obviously gone in to help here and there, but
Yeah, you know, but that was the goal, was like 5-star holiday homes.
which they are, man. These houses, that's why I say Mornington Peninsula is the greatest place on the planet, man.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say, man. We've got all the golf courses, got the surf beaches, we got the Esplanade beaches, we got the restaurants, we got you can't compete, son. Whenever I moved away in COVID, I was just like, you're lost now.
But yes, so that's the cleaning side.
Yep. And that's where it all fell underneath the umbrella. So Atlas Restoration. On the side, we do interior and exterior painting. That's run by my dad. That and another thing was another thing we kind of had to work in together, because like while I was doing roofing side, people were like, "Oh, we need a painter," and my dad, he's a gun painter, and I think it took him. He probably watched this 3 years. I'm like, bro, quit your job, man. Quit your job. It took me 3 years. Now he's jumped over. He's now running his business side, and same thing, different life, bro, different struggles, and that he's going through. But I say, man, like I always say, anyone who's involved with business, who self-develops, business will bring the best out of you, man. It will, because it forces you to become your best, right? When you work a 9 to 5, and nothing against people who work 9 to 5s, by the way, is you're in a routine that doesn't require you to be more than,
Yes.
You're not in a mind frame like when you go to work to be like, I want to fucking, let's say I'm a cleaner, scrub this pen twice as fast, or something like that. Business forces you to be your better self if you want your business to thrive.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, man, like when you do get into business, and anyone who is watching this and like, fuck, should I do this? Should I not do it? I'm telling you right now, fucking do it, man. Do it. Is it easy? Fuck no, it's not easy, right? But if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
That's right. But the rewards are...
The rewards are great, man. The rewards are great. But I'm saying, yeah, business forces you to increase and be better, And if you whack self-development on top of that, you become a G, bro, You get to come on the Game Changers podcast, be like, yes, listen to the bro, now I'm a G, So, and life, to be honest, like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like we're still learning heaps, man. Like we get to a place where the business is like, fuck, we're thriving now. And then we learn something, something comes up, we deal with that client, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, oh, here we go again. And it's a never ending story of developing. So that's us. Atlas Restoration, roof tiling, roof plumbing, cleaning services, interior and exterior painting. Quick pointers I just want to, like that I've learned from my experience of running a business that I hope people take from is, one, self-develop, man. Get into some sort of self-development. So if you're watching this, you're like, oh, what is self-development? Is, bro, develop yourself to be its best version, right? So if you're someone who struggles with like mental, like you get stressed real quick, or like you can negatively talk yourself out of situations and stuff like that, develop on that. There's coaches out there. Like I encourage everyone, get onto a good life coach. I've got some killer life coaches coming on. Actually, my second guest coming on, he's into life coaching, self-development. So if you need someone, stay tuned for the second one. He's a G. But yeah, self-development is the key, bro. Like I said, your business will go the way that you are going in life. If you're going downhill, your business is right behind you, Purpose, you need to have purpose with anything that you do, whether it's business. Your purpose might be, I just want to make heaps of money. Mate, you've got a purpose, Our purpose is we want the best for ourselves and also our teams, I mean, bro, we look after our teams, man. We make sure they're getting paid the best. We make sure they get paid on time. Not like some businesses, oh, not today, you Jimmy. Oh, we don't got money to pay. It's just like that. None of that, bro, Like, there's no time for that. Also, I've got kids, so I want to build something that they can take over, So that, and 3, the most important one is you need to believe in something, right? We believe in God, right? You don't have to. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. I always say, if you don't believe in anything, you'll fall for anything,
Yeah.
You'll fall for anything. Someone will come and tell you and be like, did you know that the rock can talk? And you'll be like, I knew it, G. I knew that. You know what I mean? Like, having faith in something defeats all stupid logic,
Yeah.
Like this, like 2024. I mean, we don't need to go into it. Everyone's a bit of a nut show at the moment, but just turn on the news and you'll be like, yeah, bro. But because we live in a world where there's so many different opinions, people want to be this, they want to be that, they want to be a tree, they don't want to shut up. Anyways, you need to be able to believe in something to keep yourself grounded,
Mm.
If you believe in just yourself, you're believing in something, believe in yourself, but you have to believe for something. So that's what we believe in.
Something higher than you.
Something higher than you, something bigger than you, a bigger,
Yeah.
something bigger, that kind of forces you to be like, oh, I can do this, you
Yeah.
know, because I've got this behind me,
Yeah.
you know. So, anyways, I want to finish off there. My name's Jay. This is my beautiful partner, Tony. We've got some quick questions we want to run through before we finish this off. And ladies first.
Okay. Question number 1.
Yeah, and maybe if you're watching, you can also answer this in your head as well. Unless are some of them personal?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
What do you find
Yep.
your biggest challenge is?
My biggest challenge. My biggest challenge would be, how can I word it? Is myself. You know,
You're your biggest challenge?
I'm my big, like in terms of like keeping myself motivated. You know,
Okay, yeah.
do I do a good job? Yes, I do a good job. But you know, when you wake up and you're just like, do I have to get out of bed? You know, my guys don't need me today. I could go back to sleep. You know, I feel like because it's a never-ending story. You know, you can.
Yes, like really, you have to push yourself to get up every day.
Yeah.
Like as much as I'll be like, yeah, I get up, but you're like, I'm also worrying about the kids, but you're like, I have to tell
Yeah.
myself that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Like
otherwise you won't do it.
yeah. Like, should I get down there to the factory? No, get down there, man. Fucking go rev your team up. You know, what are you doing that? Get out of it. You know, and it's that voice you play. You know, I feel like I think a lot of people will agree. Like for me, like dealing with clients and stuff like that, it's part of life now. You know, that would probably be one I think I would have said, but now it's just like the battle I have with my mind. You know, to be like, because we live pretty good life, man. You know, it is to continue to. Nah, get up, go see the boys. Nah, go do this, go do that. Nah, do this, do that. I don't have to do it, you know, but I know that's what's for best, you know. So I feel like that's for me, that's my biggest challenge. For yourself?
Is juggling work and kids.
Yeah.
I really struggle still. Like
Yeah.
I still like. I think it's more like I just more like because I do so much. I
Yeah.
just my to-do list is never ending,
Yeah.
and I need to like struggle to just turn off the work
Yeah.
to be with the kids from this hour to this hour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Be present with them, not like even just thinking about quick. I gotta hurry, get them ready because I got work to do. It's all like quick. I got to do. You know, what I mean? Like I'd rather just not be like that. But that's a lot of still practice
Yeah.
because it is when you've got toddlers and babies, they're so demanding.
Yeah,
because
all the parents will be like, you know, I fucking get it.
they're
babe.
so demanding of you. They're so they're dependent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's probably when they're older, it'll be okay. But I think right now it's like
It is a lot harder.
it's a lot harder because
Especially when
I'm
you're-
being pulled from this direction, this direction, this direction. Mummy this, no, mummy this now. Mummy this. It's like you do one kid and the next kid wants you. Then you do the
Yeah.
one kid, and
And then the newborn's like,
so it literally is. I think that's probably the hardest challenge for me is just from going in between work and the kids,
Yeah.
work and the kids, work and the kids, because they are at the age where they are so demanding and so needing of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. A lot of people will relate to that. Okay, I'll go one. Mine aren't that serious, so but the people are going to be like, "Oh, your questions suck."
Well, wait to hear my other ones then.
Oh, fuck. My first question is because yours was so good. I'm like looking at mine like, fuck, these are
Let's just remind
copy and paste. No.
let's just remind everyone I'm the brains.
Okay, yeah, to an extent.
Yes.
I'm what you would call a visionary, a visioneer.
Yeah, I can't vision shit. For
Yeah, I have the vision, and she just helps me piece it together.
Yeah.
My first shit question is, what is your most used emoji?
It's a love heart, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't get any, so no.
Love. You don't even have a love. You don't even have an emoji next to my name.
I do.
You don't. My name's just Tony.
Oh, but there's a photo of us together, so I don't need an emoji to express how I feel.
Well, I think it's a love heart, or it's a love. No, it's the emoji with the, the teardrop that's up here, like the sweat, like the laugh ha, like the oh fuck.
Oh.
Do you know the
Some
emoji?
serious convos on your side.
Like it's a face emoji, and then it's got like the
Yeah, it's like
a stress emoji.
yeah, okay. So the stress emoji.
I don't think it's stress. I think it's like a fuck emoji.
Mine's the fire emoji.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
That's definitely you.
yeah.
Okay.
You go.
Okay. What is a quote you live by?
Philippians 4:13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is?
What is it? I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me.
Nice.
Can't forget that one.
Mine is.
Or the Bible guys are like, what is it, bruh?
Mine is walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah, it's on your foot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tattooed on my foot, which is another Bible scripture. We live by Bible scriptures,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a big one for me.
What's the story of your worst client?
Story of my worst client. Oh,
And like, we won't say names,
of course not.
but we'll just, just because I fucking got heaps.
I've got a few too. All right. Worst client. Okay, I'm just trying to because I've had a few.
Oh, I wouldn't say a worst client. I think one of your clients that I personally hated was when your matey, you let go of her
Yeah.
and she poached one of your clients and your client messaged you, said, I can't believe you've let go of her. I'm going to go with her now. And I was like, bro, what?
Oh.
And
yeah.
then she came back. And then she came back and was like, oh, you were right. Can you guys clear my house? And we were like, yeah, Bo. We took it back, eh?
Yes, we did take her back.
Yeah.
But she wasn't my worst client. Like, yeah, that was a shit thing to happen.
Yeah.
But my worst client is probably the people that lie. Like, as in say they don't.
You haven't done this.
You haven't done this. It's the NDIS clients that, because they're not, all there.
Yeah.
But
The
that's
experience, yeah.
it's just hard to deal with those kind of people that will lie, and sometimes you have to suck it up.
Yeah.
You've got no proof, or you've got no evidence, or
Yeah.
it's like you're battling with people that, Yeah, it's probably my hardest or my worst. Yeah.
But I guess from that, now you file everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't take. Yeah, I've got. You go through experiences that you learn from, and you just make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Which is mine's the same. My worst client.
I already know.
Her name is Which one?
I'm gonna say Mount Eliza.
Oh fuck! I love the peninsula, man. There's something in the water at Mount Eliza, bro. I had one of my clients. We sprayed their roof monument. He's like, "It's not monument bad." I was like, "Oh, the fucking bucket says monument. It's not dark enough." I was like, "Oh, because it's overcast." He's like, "Nah, mate." I was like, "Oh." Yeah, the one where I had to.
Yeah.
Fucking
You've done a lot of losses cut.
Bro, I've lost so much, man. I reckon I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars of walkaways. Not because it's my fault. Part of it is, but it's just because at the time I just had the wrong guys working for me.
But you also walked away from a lot is because of your self-development.
Yeah.
You've learnt to protect and put boundaries in for what's worth it.
Sometimes
is it worth continuing to work for this person who is literally pulling me down? And because you'll find you have clients that no matter what you do for them, you
learn a lot about people.
Yeah, no matter how much you go above and beyond for them, do free shit for them, they will still be the type of person to fucking take what they can from you.
Yeah.
And you've got to learn, which you've done multiple times, is just cut the loss.
Yeah.
Rather step away from the job to save your own sanity.
And in business, you learn a lot about people. You learn that, wow, people are capable of such bad things. Like people mentally up here aren't what everyone thinks they are. And I've noticed that with a lot of clients. Another one, a quick advice for anyone. My cheapest jobs, any job I've done to help someone out has been the worst jobs I've ever fucking done, bro. When you try to cut costs and do, we had a good relationship. Every single one, bro.
It's going to bite you.
The job has gone. I just recently done one for a friend, client still. Mate, fucking that job went so bad, Not from our end, it's just like we washed the roof, a little bit of water got in, but it just happened to hit the right fuse and blow this and blow that, and we had to get electricians, and my guys were there till 6 at night. So Anyways, but that's my experience. But yeah, I had a client, job went shit from the get go, and they were like full looking to take us to VCAT, fucking blah blah blah, do this, do that, and I went over and above for them. At the same time, I didn't have guys that were, good to do the job, and it just ended. Yeah, I ended up losing out on I think I lost out on $8,000 on final payment and had to pay an extra $8,000 on top to rectify the whole job. So I walked away with nothing at all, and I lost $8,000. Not only $8,000, but 2 weeks of work for my guy. So it's just a shit show, man. So yeah, I would say that was my worst client.
Okay, obviously you face a lot of pressures.
Yep.
So how do you bring yourself back to some peace and some grounding?
Yeah. Breath work. So that's where I find my peace. And that's what I would say in business, bro, do some breath work, man. Why I love the Mornington Peninsula, why I only operate on the Mornington Peninsula is because it's so nice out here, Like I could be having a shit day and I could just drive 2 minutes that way, I'm at a beach. I could drive, I'm not on, everyone knows Melbourne, Eastlink, Monash, you won't see me on this sun. It's too busy, because I have gone out, I've done a quote, bro, I'll maybe do a job here and there out towards the city, but if people call me up, I'm just like, nah, it's not I went and done a quote, and then I was like, look, I reckon if I get there to 2:30, I should be gone by 2:45, and I should be able to beat traffic. Bro, I got stuck in traffic for like 3 hours. I'm just like, and not only that, but I didn't get the job. And then I got back and I was like, that's why I don't fucking go on the Eastlink, man, or the Monash. But breathwork, man, that's what brings my mind. Even when I come home, because I can drive in, and I've got a toy poodle, which he's on vacation, and I see him running, his fucking head off, knows it's me, and I'm just like, okay, I've had a big day, do my breaths, while sitting in my car, because now I gotta be dad, I gotta walk in
to the chaos.
Yeah, open the door, my son fucking, not on the phone, sorry, when they're playing and stuff, and he's jumping on the couch, and I can hear Mara, my daughter. I can just hear her going off, and I'm just like, okay. Breath work, peace of mind. What I want to achieve, this is what I always say. I'm going to go and be dad, best dad, smile on my face. What's going on, kids? Yeah. Hug, kiss, cuddle. How's everything going? Yeah, and then go run away and hide. Go hide in the toilet, hey, boys. Fucking shut that door.
Yeah,
you hear
so
banging, you're like...
so,
So breath work, yeah. For you?
Oof.
Cleaning?
For me, it's like, just having a moment to do my things. Like, everyone get the kids away from me. Like, take the kids, which you how sometimes on you do a lot of weekends, you take the older two to breakfast.
Yeah.
Like, even just having those two just go for a little bit. Obviously, the baby can't really do much.
Yeah.
We're trying to get him on a bottle, but
my kids.
He's currently with
my
Nan.
kids are stubborn, bro. They don't. If they
baby,
don't want to do it.
The baby's currently with Nan trying to do a bottle, but we don't know how that's going to go. But anyway.
Shout out to Nan.
But just having time, just do my things, like whether it's cleaning my house or whether it's putting my washing away. It's like I just find peace in that.
Yeah.
It's just because mentally, visually, it's like for me that's like a load of something that has to be done and it can't get done, and I'm just like in my mind. But
you feel normal, man.
Yeah, and once I do it, I'm like or just even going to the shops by myself.
Yeah,
it's nice. I think it's more like the quietness.
Yeah.
Someone actually asked me the other day, what do you listen to in the car when you're driving? And I said nothing.
Yeah. She doesn't like.
I listen to absolutely nothing. I don't put music on. Don't put the radio on. Nothing. It's silence. And then he goes, "Oh, just so you can listen to your thoughts." And I was like, "Not even that." Like I literally
silence. Yeah.
It's absolute silence. Like, I don't want to hear what's going up in here because I've just been hearing something from the kids all day or hearing something from the phones ringing. Like just the overstimulation. I'm just like I want silence.
Yeah.
So for me, to be grounded, to be at peace, I just need silence. Yeah.
I get that one.
Yeah.
My another shit question. What's your favorite movie?
Oh my gosh, I'm not a movie person.
Well, no, I know you're not. But I was just, I think I wanted to ask myself that.
I don't remember. So my brain also doesn't remember movies.
Game of Thrones.
It's not even a movie; it's a series.
Oh,
So I can't pick a movie.
I don't watch TV at all as well either.
Yeah.
If I have the TV on, it's usually music playing.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't remember movies. So what's yours?
My one is a classic, Nacho Libre.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nacho Libre. Yeah, the boys are watching. They're like, yeah, Nacho or Borat.
Yep.
Very nice.
Okay, my turn.
Go.
What do you find joy in? Wait, what do you find joy in?
So from a business side, I find joy in getting big jobs, you know, or selling on big jobs. I find a lot of joy in that. In my own personal life, at the moment, it's definitely my family, my kids, seeing them grow. At the moment, it's definitely my oldest, my son, Caius,
Yeah.
because I'm very old school. I know when the time comes, he will take my spot and replace me, and to see him, you know, progress. It's not because he's my favorite. No, he's not. I love all my kids. I love you all. It's because he's my first bro, you know, and it happens to be a boy, you know, who's like, anyone who kind of thinks like me is like, I'm big on my sons, you know, and my daughters. I love them, you know, daughter. But because I know that one day he will take my spot, you know, as kind of head of my home, or head of the, you know, he will be the head of his house one day. To see him now going into school and you know, developing in his karate and doing his sports and stuff like that, and starting to see his personality and how he thinks, like, that brings me so much joy, man.
Yeah.
You know, just to see him starting to grow, you know, and it just warms my heart, you know.
Yeah.
Even with all my kids, like, I'm only saying that because he's at a stage where it's like he's growing, you know, like he's actually speaking, talking.
Yeah.
Where our daughter, she is, you know, she's 3, but she's still in kind of like that not baby, but you know, that stage where Kais is going into school now, you know, now he's starting life, you know, and it's good to see him grow. And yeah, if anyone knows Kais, he's a very determined young boy. Like, it's either his way or that's it, you know, and he's always been like that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, bro. Like, he was, remember when he spat out the dummy?
Yeah.
So with my firstborn, our son, we never had to dummy train him to get him off the dummy. He was just like, I think he was fucking like 6 months, hey?
No.
Or was he a year?
No, like 3 months. Like,
you know, as you can tell, I wasn't around. But he was 3 months, hey, and he was in the back seat, and I remember he just spat it out. I look in the mirror, I was just like, bro, you spat his dummy out. And he didn't take any dummy anymore.
yeah.
Didn't want it. We tried fucking, because Tony, when she wants to do something, she finds all the different things to do something. So like, we're trying to get Jaira a bottle. She orders like this custom bottle, head, teat, fucking blah, blah, blah. Gave it to him. He's like, nah, bow.
Yeah, I just try every brand because they never take anything. So I just have this hope that they'll take one out of the 20 that I buy.
Yeah, but my son, he's just, mate, if he doesn't want to do it, bro, he's not going to do it.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to do it.
He's a Leo, so he's very strong.
If it's not his way, it's either he gets pissed off or he cries. And yeah, that's what I love about him. And I hope he doesn't change, to be honest. So
yeah.
What brings you joy?
So for work, it's actually like this is actually my girls.
Yeah. You got a good team, man.
Yeah.
So do I.
So my girls, for me, what brings me joy is like, so especially when I'm there in training.
Yeah.
So I've got my 2 main girls, and then I've got the casuals.
Yeah.
But when they get to a point where they've in training, you know, they go with to every house, whatever. But when they can go in their house on their own, I get so much joy out of that. Cause I'm like, oh, good on you! Like, you're like at the next level. Like, you can do a house by yourself.
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
And like just all the training that the girls did for them, and it's even a testimony to like you know the expectation and the standards that I say have to happen.
Yeah, we got big standards.
Pat on the back for me. Pat on the back for the girls. Like, we all work such a great team, and that gives me such joy.
Yeah,
because I just see it going far.
Yeah, your girls are killers, man.
Yeah.
Man, I would say, like, just quickly for the cleaning side, like, these girls do big fucking hours, bro. Like, when it's peak holiday season, while we're all on holiday, they're working, man. obviously they earn good coin, but I'm like, fuck, bro, you know. And they'll have like they call it shorts,
Yeah.
where it's just like
Back to
it's
back. So
back to back. So
someone checks out, then someone checks in the
someone's
same
checking
day.
in, and these girls are in there working, bro, like sun up, sun down. The year just gone, we're in August, so fucking 8 months. These girls were working so much that even I had to come in and help. So I'm on holiday, right? But I'm just like, fuck, we need more people. I'm just like, damn. And then I went and spent a couple days, you know, did a few days here and there to help you out. I was like, fuck this, bro. This is hectic, you know? So shout out to the Atlas cleaning girls. You guys are weapons. And my guys are absolute weapons. That's actually, I actually want to say that as well. That brings me joy as well, is seeing my guys get, you know, when you're teaching them for so long, because well, I'm in a trade, so it takes a long time for people to get their skills, you know.
Yep.
When they just click, like some of my head guys have, they're just like, fuck, man, it's all worth it, you know.
Yes.
Like, and then you see them just like on site, and you're watching them doing their thing, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling knowing that, like, you know, they've made it because of your training, because of, you know, the dedication that has been put into them.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, they're on their own.
Yeah.
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 And personally, I'm definitely in my family era.
Yep.
So it is like family time. It's with the kids. That's what brings me joy. Like I'm not, like, Saturdays for me are the best day because it's no work. Even though our hours say we're open 9 till 12.
Yeah. We just let the phone ring.
Let the phone ring. Because you know, I'm not rushing for school pickup or school drop-offs.
Yeah.
Or kinder drop-off, or daycare drop-off. I'm not rushing to, like, get out of my pajamas, be with the kids. Like, everyone's chill. The vibes are chill, you know?
Yep.
And I really enjoy that. Like, yeah.
And, like, I feel like, you know what? Now that I'm involved in that a lot more, I'm just like, for guys who are working Monday to Sunday, you know, I get we're providers, man, and it was hard for me. Like, I'd be taking a Saturday off and be like, I didn't get to fucking work, man, you know? Like, give it some time, man. Choose the family. Go home, bro. Go spend time with the kids. I get it, bro. Like, you're starting a business. No, well, I got to be here. I got to do that. I get it, man. Like, you know, but just, if you've got to work a little bit harder on Friday to give yourself a sad day, then do it, man. Because now, like, I can spend time with my kids. As soon as, like, I'm home with the kids, I just want to go do stuff, you know? Like, if I ever take the kids, like, we'll leave home, like, 9 in the morning, come back, like, 3 in the afternoon, you know? Because I'm out there with my kids having food, having some fun. And, man, it's just the best time ever. So, takes time, though. Takes a lot of time. I think it's just a male thing. You're just like, no, I'm here to provide, bro. It's just like, yeah, I get that. But, you know what I mean? Start working on getting back home and being... Because I feel like every family needs a male figure, bro. You have to have a male figure in the family. I'm telling you right now, man.
Yeah.
I was raised hard, like old school discipline, you know. And that's not how you do things, but you know what I mean? But I'm so grateful for it, you know. I'm so grateful. But I've seen, you know, some people who the family's a little bit fucking cactus and stuff like that. And you can see it in the kids, bro, you know. So...
Like me.
Nah, yeah, but fuck. But I turned that around, you know?
Yeah, but someone, I can speak from experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
well, not anymore. But yeah.
No, but growing up, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's good to
Oh,
have...
okay, yeah.
You need discipline.
Yeah.
And you need
a
have
male
a father figure.
Yeah, 100%.
Like a male figure for, like, dominance or for, like, authority. Like,
yeah.
It's got to go back to the way things were back in the olden days.
They
You
have
don't
to,
have
bro.
to have the belt and, you know,
Yeah.
not full on...
No, I don't know.
No, not full, like, punching on. But, like, the male figure is to do... Is to assert the authority.
You represent the masculinity, you know?
Yes.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you see all these girls, bro, go off the fucking choppers, man. Because they don't have a male figure in their life, you know? That's just truth. Like, you don't agree with it, like, fucking, I don't care. But it's a pure example, bro. Like, why, even some of these boys, man, you know, or these girls, there's nothing wrong. If you're raised by a single mum who's a fucking G, bro, shout out to her. But you know what I mean? But there's a difference, bro. When you have that masculinity, when you have the femininity, or whatever the fuck it's called, mixed together, bro, you know what I mean? Then you produce great kids, bro. You produce, you know, kids that have an understanding of love and discipline, you know. Like when I discipline the kids, where do they run to? Mummy. When mummy disciplines them, where do they run to? Back to fucking mummy. Like she'll tell them off and I'm like, you're right. They'll be like, mummy. And then go and come like, hey, fuck. But when I discipline them, they're looking for mum, you know. But discipline with teaching, bro,
Yes.
you cannot beat, bro. I feel like that's perfection, man.
Yeah, that's the
perfection.
key, and that is you cannot discipline without the teaching.
Yeah.
Because otherwise
Yeah.
you're not explaining nothing, and that person you're actually putting onto them to feel unworthy,
Yeah.
feel unloved, to grow up with actual trauma.
Yeah.
You have to teach them with
Yeah.
you have to discipline with teaching. Like the reason why you're being told off for this, or
Yeah.
like we're saying no, you're not doing this, is because da 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 da.
Yes.
Not just a punch in the face.
Yeah. Which we don't.
No,
I did not. No.
I'm saying like you.
Yeah, yeah. I
You're-
was raised, you know, hard discipline without the teaching. Which there's nothing, you know, like I'm still grateful for, you know, the teachings, but like I'm just like I know like there's nothing wrong with hard discipline as long as you teach, you know. Like if
Yeah.
I have to hard discipline my kids, I'm like, so the reason why is because you done this and you done this. That's why, you know, we had to do this, you know what I mean? So they understand why, you know what I mean? Like if you fucking beat your kids, they probably don't know what they've done, you know? Like especially in a toddler age, they could like smack someone in the face, but just be in their head, we're just play fighting. And then you grab them and fucking what the hell? Not like that.
Okay.
But you know what I mean?
You're
But it's
making
just
out like
no. I'm just no. We don't. I don't. We definitely like. I don't hit my kids, bro. You know. But I'm just like, it's the teaching behind it. Like the reason why you got a smack or why you got told off is because you done this. You hit him, and we don't do that. Oh, that's why you done that to me. You know. That's where they learn. You know. That's where they learn. So, yeah. Back to that. I feel like, you know, you need a man or male figure in your life, bro. You know, like my daughter's going to be a full-blown G, bro. I'm telling you right now, because I'm so, like with daughters, correct me if I'm wrong, is the father sets the standard for the rest of her life
yes.
on the male, you know, on male figures, right? My daughter, she gets anything she wants, right? I still teach her, blah, 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 but there's no way I'm having no fucking bum come near my daughter, bro. My daughter's, you know, like, and that's how I just want to raise her, you know. I want to raise
Yeah.
her with a standard, you know what I mean? If, you know, I don't want no scrub, you know. Well, I definitely fucking don't.
I'll even be teaching her that. Because,
Yeah, you
but I
know
mean,
what I
obviously
mean?
she's going to learn that from you because you're the father.
Yeah, so
But-
if your daughter sees a dad who's ambitious, you know, who's there for the family, blah, 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 because your daughter's the, you know, you're the first man she loves. We all know that. When they see that from the first man she loves, you're the father, and they're ambitious, you know, they're teaching, you know, they're like, this is the standard, hun, this is what we do, darling, blah, blah, blah. That's what she's going to grow up thinking is normality, you know? If you're a dad and you're just not there, and then some bloke just comes along like, oh, what's going on, girl, you know? Then she's like, oh, this is just how men are. No, they're not, my bro. So if you have a daughter, get your fucking shit together. Or a son, or in general. So.
Nice. All
Yep.
right. Is it your turn or my turn?
My turn. You said the joy thing.
Yep.
This fucking. Oh, we're just gonna keep this nice and short. 1.5 hours. Here's a quick one. Favorite food.
My favorite food is butter chicken.
Yep.
But a good butter chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I like a good butter chicken or a good steak. Just
Oh yeah.
a good steak. Like if we ever go out fine dining, I'm looking for steak. I don't have time for this fucking bouton fucking. Yep.
All right. Next one. Last question.
Yeah, I got one more left and we're done.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
What's one goal?
Yep.
Professionally.
Yep.
And personally.
Yep.
You want to accomplish by the end of the year or
Yep.
like in a year's time?
One goal professionally. Sorry, what's a professional goal I have? I've got many goals, but if I want to single one out, it would be self-development.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is, bro. Like I'm just telling people, like when you get into self-development and you see the fruit, you don't want to stop, man. You know, for me, I want to continue to self-develop in business. You know, I want to be a better salesman. I'm pretty good, like, because I feel like my sales approach is like very like friendly, you know, like we can be friends. I'm easy to get along with, you know, and then at the end of the day, I'm just like, give me your money. So self-development, man, is I just want to be a better better in what I do. No, professionally, which we'll go into personally, but self-development, just in business, you know, building the business, learning how to speak better, talk better, learning how to do different skills. Personally, my own personal goal is getting back into fitness, because I know my kids are at a stage where they're starting to run, and I'm fucking. I do one hide and seek game. I'm like, we're done. That's it. So I really want to get back into my fitness. So your one?
Professionally, I'm going to ask for more money.
Oh, from your properties.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask for a pay rise.
Yep.
That's my goal within a year. Well, by the end of the year, actually.
Because they call you when they need it done right.
Yeah. We are the top. We are literally the A team.
Yep.
That's what they tell everyone.
Whoop, whoop.
So literally A team at
Yep.
us. So that's professionally, and personally would be getting back into the gym. Just had a baby, so you know. But getting back into the gym. But also like as a family, personally, like I really want to. Even like next year, by next year, like actually like maybe buy land, like just buy land first.
Yeah. To
build,
start building the home.
Start building our home. Like for me, like I want that.
Yeah.
I also am waiting for my ring.
My question. Yeah, well, fucking nah, bro. Yeah, we'll get there, man. I've only just bought you a fucking $100,000 AMD.
100,000.
150. So that will come, but I've got to get land. I've got to buy land first. So okay, pick one, hun. Pick one. So,
well, I just keep probably adding to the list of what I want to do because I'm not getting married. You know what I mean? Well, it's not coming anytime soon. So I'm like, oh, okay. What now can we do?
It will come.
Anyway, yep.
It will come. My last one, biggest life lesson you've learned so far. Oh, fuck.
Biggest life lesson. Holy shit. Okay. Biggest life lesson is actually like to not care about, like I get very caught up in others, like what others think, or, you know, like trying to like, I don't know, what others think or something. So I think it's like more so not caring and just, which I've learnt from you, to be honest. Does that make sense?
Yeah. My biggest life lesson is to be grateful for every day that you wake up, because some people didn't wake up today, man, you know, so I'm very grateful. I continue to stay grateful for everything I do. If the business continues to prosper, succeed for the next 20 years, which it will, I'm grateful, you know. I feel like when you wake up with a grateful mentality, you just feel blessed, you know. I wake up and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm grateful to be alive today, you know. I can continue to do what I want to do. I get to see my kids, you know. I get to do this. I'm just grateful, you know. So my biggest life lesson is to be grateful in the tough times, in the hard times, in the wins and the losses. Just be grateful, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still alive. Could be worse, you know.
Yeah. And like, yeah, and I think like when you're grateful, you also see things
differently.
You see things from a different perspective.
Yep.
And that kind of goes into like not caring, like how I said, like I don't, you know, not caring what other people think. Like, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, life is short. Be grateful for what you have, and like if you want to go get that $10,000 car.
Fuck.
$100,000 car. If you want to go, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about what people. All right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, or you know, if you want to go do that thing or whatever, like,
go do that fucking thing.
Then
bro.
go do that thing.
Yeah.
You know, don't care what people think.
Yeah. Like if you want to start a fucking podcast with no followers, bro, just fucking do it. You know,
like be that to make your life. You know, live your life.
Yeah.
Like how you want to live it.
Yeah, bro. Do things how you want to do it, man. Like, anyone who knows us knows that's how we are, bro. Like, I don't do anything in life, or we don't do anything in life to please people or for people to be like, you know, oh, we don't do that. You know what I mean? Like she just bought a new car for her. She's still got the other fucking car. You know what I mean? But it's like that's what we want to do, bro. Like that's the life we want to live. Fuck it. This is what it is, you know? If you live your life based on how other people see you or how you want other people to see you do things a certain way, fucking good luck to you.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. So thank you on joining our very short podcast. I was literally thinking like, I reckon 30 minutes, we're sweet. Fuck, we're like nearly an hour and a half. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what happens when you talk.
Yeah, she's Greek as well. So yeah, any longer, mate, we wouldn't leave. So thank you for coming on my first episode, hun. It was more so introduction to see the big G's power, his workmate, you know. So thank you for coming on, sharing your knowledge.
Thanks for having me.
That's all right. Guess we'll see each other later on. So yeah, thank you for tuning in for the first episode of our Game Changers podcast. That's short for G. My next episode, I've got a very exciting brother coming on who talks all things fitness, life, mentorship. He's got some gems. He's got some keys. Bring your pen, bring your paper, write some stuff down, add it to your arsenal, and make a killing, right? So thank you for joining us on the Game Changers podcast. We'll see you on the next episode, which is episode 2. Thank you. Bye.